What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bullz, and today we are going to talk about altcoins that you can invest in today or look at adding to your radar for your investment portfolio. These altcoins I've actually been talking about on this channel, Blockchain Bullz, here quite a few times. So if this is your first time to Blockchain Bullz, you can consider subscribing and getting some of these updates as they come out, because if you go back in time, you watch some of these videos, you'll see a lot of these coins, tokens, have gone up big time. I personally call these altcoins unicorns because they're on Uniswap. We're actually going to talk about a Uniswap competitor that's getting ready to roll out. Now, before I get started in any of this conversation, I want to say a lot of this is high risk, high reward. These are not your top 50 coins. These are not your top 20 coins. These are projects that are kind of like startups. If you're a venture capitalist, which I'm calling most of you guys, big boy pants, we're talking about grown adults here, people who accept full responsibility for their actions when they make an investment or do something, not someone who watches a YouTube video and then goes and blames the YouTuber because they got some information, right? I'm talking about real investors speculating in the market. More like a speculative investment, right? That's what kind of like Elon Musk called it when he did that interview when he was signing autographs. When you're investing in cryptocurrency, it's like a speculative investment. Anyways, so this isn't professional financial advice. Just take control over your own situation. Always be mature and do your own research. Let's do it. So I'm going to talk about some of these projects that are outside of the mainstream, and I'm kind of going to start with my favorite ones first and then get into more of the wild card unicorns that are really where the big gains can be made at the end of the video, but those are also the higher risk ones. Some of the safer plays are going to be this one right here, reserve rights token. As you guys know, they're working on a tokenomics that is kind of unique, the economic model they have here. They do have a stable coin, I believe it's RSV, but this one is RSR. So you guys may have heard me talk about this a few times. You'll want to go to their website and do some research on your own, but you could see if you go down here, there's RSV, which is the stable coin. This is the governance token, our coin right here that you would be investing in, and you'll see some of the investors who've already come in. They've already got Peter Thiel and Coinbase, and I think it's just a matter of time before this project gets listed on Coinbase. So if you guys see the vision here with where I'm taking this, Ready Reserve, currently not listed on Coinbase, probably going to get listed there, smash the like button because you guys know what's about to happen. So Ready Reserve, add that to your list. Take a look at what these guys are building in terms of the economic model and then make your own decision. Another one that I just talked about yesterday, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it, MIT project, Algorand. Again, when you guys invest in these projects and they go up and you don't take profit and then you write them back down, just bear in mind that's a decision that you're making. Also, if you sell and it keeps going up, that's a decision that you're making. But taking profits and getting gains, that's never really a bad idea. Of course, if you sell 3x, if it goes from, I don't know, 167 to $5 and you guys sell it, I don't know, $3.50, you might have some regrets, but at the end of the day, you still make gains, right? So don't get too upset if you make gains, but also just bear in mind the ball is totally in your court. Algorand, an MIT project, working on something that's similar to what Cardano is building in terms of interoperability and scalability. So take a look at Algorand. We've gone over it a couple times. The world of finance that they're building is very high tech. Frictionless finance is what they're calling it, which is a word that you don't typically see, or a phrase that you don't typically see used. But again, it's like a Cardano project, just not quite with the same market cap, but it keeps on growing and getting more and more popular. Just a $1.3 billion market cap. It's got legs to run here. And so that's why I recommend it. So first two, Ready Reserve and Algorand. Now I'm going to move into a Oracle, which is basically competing with Chainlink. This one's called API 3. So I've talked about API 3 for some time now. Like I said, it's competing with Chainlink. This thing right here is just going to have to keep building and developing. $153 million market cap. It's got a lot of ways to catch up to Chainlink, but if it does, there's going to be some serious gains for a lot of people in this project. This is more of a unicorn on Uniswap. Most people typically go there to get it, but you can get it elsewhere. It's actually getting more and more listings. Seems like Hotbit and KuCoin really keep coming through for people, although I get it on Uniswap. I don't necessarily recommend those exchanges. So Uniswap or API 3, decentralized APIs for Web 3.0. The Web 3.0 is basically more of a social kind of concept to what we've already seen with Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. And then this Oracle stuff, which is basically real world data for smart contracts. And that's what the big thing for Chainlink has always been. But you add in API 3, and you've got other ones. You've got Band Protocol, and you've got DIA, and just some other oracles. But this one right here, I think, still has a lot of opportunity to move. So I've definitely been excited about API 3. I still need to do a little bit more updates on what they're up to here recently. But if they're sticking to the plan, I would say you do the research. You figure out if API 3 works for you. My job is to show you where you need to do your research. That is strictly my job, is to show you where your research starts. Some people, they don't like to do research. They just watch the video and then they take the word for it and then they buy. That's okay too, but just remember, that's not making an educated decision. That's just basically taking someone else's opinion and then acting, right? So here's the next one. You have Terra Virtua Collect, which is a really low cap gem here. I mean, this sucker, this is a low cap unicorn. I mean, if this thing ends up moving, you're going to make some serious gains. So when you're investing in this, which I'm happy about these NFTs, non-fungible tokens, because this is going to be able to give artists an opportunity to have unique art in the where it's basically certified by the blockchain. I mean, this is something that's completely unique for authenticity. So the NFT space is really interesting, and something like this, a low cap unicorn like this, Terra Virtua Collect, got a lot of legs to run, and you can go through their archive here and see what they're working on, and actually watch Altcoin Bullz did a really good interview with the founder. So if you're going to invest in that, watch the interview with the founder from Altcoin Bullz. Then you have a real interesting project. This one here has a lot of potential because it's competing with Uniswap. The thing is, I can't quite figure out just how legit they are. But if they are legit, you could see they're working on this. I want to know how legit they are, but coin, let me just show you guys kind of the price action here. Oh, let me get that fixed. Look at that. I mean, the market cap, again, another low cap or under $20 million market cap, 31 cents. You could pick these up pretty easy on Uniswap. Still haven't really got listed anywhere else, but Bilaxi, although Uniswap is where I mostly pick up most of my stuff anyway when I recommend. But you can see they're working on a Uniswap comparison, and even if you look at the things they say they're putting together, AI-powered assistant and browser extension. So browser extension, that's new, because wouldn't it be nice if Uniswap had a browser extension? Okay, there's something, cross-chain and supports Bitcoin. Well, yeah, okay. But you could see, I mean, it's got a lot of things that are added on. The question here is this legit or not? So you need to do research on this. There is some red flags that I would say. Their Twitter is a little bit suspect. I would definitely say that. They don't really talk about their project too much, which is okay, but I'd like to see a little bit more project development. I mean, they have a good concept. I'm not saying, I wouldn't have it in the video if I didn't see the opportunity here. It's just they don't necessarily put forward the best foot presentation when it comes to looking like a legitimate developing project. Now, some people would say they'd rather put up points and shut up, so put up and shut up, right? So they don't do too much talking about their project. They do a lot of talking about other things. But I'm saying I want to know what's going on with the product. And if I'm going to follow them on Twitter, I want to know what's going on with their product. If I want news, I go to Blockchain Bullz or Altcoin Bullz or Digital Asset News or CoinDesk or something like that, right? Cointelegraph. So that's the way I personally feel about it. But like I said, I think this is an opportunity, so I did make an investment. And the fact that they do put their developers and their team out here is good to see. And they have some things that are definitely positive. I'm just putting that out there for those of you who are looking to invest. I want to be full disclaimer. Here's a big one that I've talked about probably numerous times. I keep putting all my friends and family onto this one. This is like the one that I keep referring people to. And so if you stuck around to this part in the video and you wanted to know which one Jeff's talking about the most with his friends and which ones he's really optimistic about, here it is, Plasma Finance. Welcome to this. You guys stuck around. Now you get the reward of getting the one that I'm basically telling all my friends and family personally to buy. And I'm personally buying a lot of this. And I've been accumulating. It's really easy to accumulate this because it's like 9 cents and look at that market cap. I'm like, I don't really see too much downside here unless the market just starts going down. But I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one because I've talked about it on like every video, and most of you guys are like, oh man, this guy keeps talking about this project. Well, yeah, everything you need in one place: portfolio manager, liquidity pools, lending and borrowing, fiat on ramp and off ramp. This thing's been a hassle for a lot of people, especially when you take profits. The DEX and swap aggregator, cross-chain asset swap. So keep an eye on Plasma Finance. So good job to those of you who stuck around to get that. Here's another juggernaut that's ready to pop off. This is Linear. Keep an eye on this sucker right here. I mean, when I first started talking about it, it was 2 cents. It's 10 cents now. That's 5x. So most people who were watching those videos are pretty excited about that. But Linear Finance, I consider it more like a synthetics. So I think it's got a lot of legs to run, and it's quite the project. So check out Linear, but the ticker is Lena. My female friends love to buy Lena. They really do. They're like, Lena, Lena. I don't know what it is about the name Lena. Maybe they like it or something like that. But lots of females are investing in cryptocurrency, but this is the one they tend to gravitate towards is Linear. So another one that we're going to add to this list here is going to be Bondly. Bondly is quite the interesting project. We saw what happened with Logan Paul. He was kind of excited about it, kind of talking about it because they were working with him. But I mean, this project's had some really interesting price action, going from 15 cents all the way up to 40 cents since we started talking about it originally. Still growing, but then again, so is the whole market. But Bondly also servicing bonds and kind of an NFT asset. Also, you see non-fungible tokens, DOT ecosystem, DOT being Polkadot, decentralized finance, DeFi, and Binance Smart Chain. So keep an eye on this Bondly. I know a lot of you guys are already invested in it because I see it all the time in the comments. And then another one that you can add to the radar, which is also fairly low cap. Oh, let's see, what's Bondly sitting at? 44. It's still pretty decent, but you can see there's Logan Paul right there. So if Logan Paul behind it, I mean, you're going to get a pump out of it probably if the market stays bullish. Rarible right here. Again, same kind of deal as Terra Virtua NFT. We keep talking about NFTs because NFTs have a lot of excitement behind it. It hasn't quite had its day yet. And you're just saying to yourself, when the NFT space does move, who's positioned for the big gains? And you're going to have Rarible, you're going to have Bondly, you're going to have Terra Virtua getting some gains for people. And so that's where it comes down to. So again, you're going to want to check out their website, see what they're up to. You can go in here, connect your wallet right there, and then you can store your NFTs. It's kind of like the Uniswap of NFTs. So I went through a whole big long list here. I showed you some of the ones that I'm most excited about. I showed you a lot of the ones I wouldn't have them on this list if I wasn't excited about this. So take a look at these projects. Let me know which one's your favorite. Give us some new ones. I know a lot of people like to point out coins, but then I do some research on it. I'm like, why would I buy that? So hopefully some of you guys got some real valuable cryptocurrency assets that you guys can add value to in the comments. If you're looking to get into a project, make sure you do your own research. I've got a lot of training videos on this. For those of you who are new to cryptocurrency, go to the homepage. It's called Crypto Training. Lots of training videos for those of you who are new to cryptocurrency for you guys to watch and get an understanding. And sometimes if you put a week in to understanding it, you can get a lot of information out of it and better prepare yourself with the proper tools to making educated decisions. On that note, thanks to everyone who's been subscribing and liking Blockchain Bullz. New subscribers, you're welcome to subscribe and keep up with us. Like I said, go through all the videos on the homepage. Go to the homepage after this video, watch some of our other videos. And we'll see you guys on the next one.